SK Vibemaker, Rinse FM, Rinse TV. Here with the man Wiz Khalifa, man. You can't mistake this face right here. Like, this face ain't mistakable. You know what I mean?
The one and only.
Now we rolling out, staying out all night, staying out all night, staying out all night, getting drunk, staying out all night, staying out all night, staying out all night, crashing the party, staying out all night, staying out all night.
Now, Black Hollywood is out now. First #1 album for Wiz Khalifa. I can't believe that I found out that fact. First #1 album. What did you do differently with this album which made it land to #1, man?
With this album, I feel like I was much more hands-on, just like I am with my mixtapes. And beginning, middle to end is just making sure if it comes through exactly how I wanted it to. And I was able to do that with Black Hollywood and even get #1, which was a part of the plan. So, you know, that just lets me know everything's going how it's supposed to go according to schedule.
And I think you get quite personal, quite regular, to be honest, but there's definitely a lot of personal moments on this album.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that coincides with you being a father now. I wanted to ask you, how much has fatherhood changed your approach as a musician? Does it make you think that, you know, one day my son's going to hear this, he's going to start, you know, translating what I've been talking about? Does it make you, you know, record differently or anything like that?
It doesn't really change what I say in my music. It just more or less changes how I go about making my music or performing and things like that. Just because I have to balance my whole life around my son. So it's not just 24/7 rap. My inspiration doesn't come from, you know, everything that I see on TV or the club or this and another thing. My inspiration comes from walking down the street with my son or, you know, hearing him saying new words or, you know, just seeing him develop and just chilling out with him on top of the other things that I see. So, you know, it's more of a normal perspective on life that I never had before because I've been traveling and becoming this rock star that people see for so long. My son gives me normality.
You relocated to the West Coast now in LA, right?
Yeah.
How much has that influenced or changed, you know, your sound or how you're approaching music these days?
I wouldn't say it really changed much because I take my work ethic with me. And I've been blessed to be able to create waves other than follow them. And I feel like I brought a wave to LA.
Are you feeling right at home over there?
I feel good, and you know, when I pick my next place, then that's where we're gonna go with it, and then people will be able to see that too. It's so funny and it's so interesting with me and my career because I'm fully aware of what I'm capable of doing, and I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. It's just people who get confused, and people's attention spans are really short, so their expectations and what is real life sometimes don't always connect. But that's my gift, is to always put that back together.
But do you appreciate the fact that people come in at different points on your journey? You know, there's the old school Wiz fans, and there's people that just came in and, you know, Only Nigga in First Class and Black Hollywood. There's people that just came in at that point.
I just think it's all about the music. It's not necessarily about what project, because not to go too deep into it, but I was 13 the first time I heard Illmatic. But that doesn't make me not a Nas fan, because it's my own personal interpretation on his early work. And then, you know, you grow and you listen to the rest of their work, and then you pick out your own personal relationship with the music as opposed to what, you know, other people's expectations are. And those are the people that I really respect and that I really entertain, because that's me.
Straight. Sometimes your talents, your many talents, are overshadowed by the fact that people just look at you as a stoner sometimes. You know what I mean? That overshadows a lot of the times. I heard that you're actually trying to move away from the stigma of being seen as a stoner. Is that true?
Yeah. And it's something that I plan on doing naturally. I don't want to necessarily move away from it because that's brought me so much love and just people can connect with that. But I definitely want it to be looked at as bigger, and that's just it's on me to put myself in those situations where people can see me in other lights. And I think that just happens throughout every great artist's career, is they move on and they move forward and they take the steps that are necessary. So people do see it, you know, because when I make a movie, I don't want it to be automatically, oh, it's a pothead movie. Or if I do a clothing line, I don't want to be like, okay, this clothing line's for the stoners. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, but, you know, my mind is way bigger than that. And anybody who smokes weed in general, their mind is way bigger than that. So it's time to move on.
Talk to us about this brand that you've got of your own ganja, your own weed. I heard you were sponsored by a company. They sponsor, you know, so you don't have to dip in your own pocket to buy it and stuff. Like, the cooking company?
The cookie company from San Francisco, yeah. But they're actually the ones who engineered and actually sell the strain. They're the only ones who are legally allowed to sell the strain, and we together made it, you know.
Yeah.
So it's bigger than the sponsorship. I would more say I'm sponsored by the company, and the actual weed is my thing.
What's the strain called?
It's called Khalifa Kush.
Khalifa Kush.
Yeah.
And what's the goal of that? Is that to, you know, sort of legalize it, to put it in the shop so you could just go in the shop and buy it?
And to give people another variety. It's a different type of high that a lot of people are used to, and then I could use my powers to promote it in ways where it's not just you smoking it and getting stoned out of your mind, but you're really experiencing and experimenting with some cool things that I would do inside of my mind.
Now, one of the next singles off the Black Hollywood album is Staying Out All Night. Now, I hear that you want to get into acting. Now, this video serves as some sort of a kind of audition, because there were some acting skills in this video.
Yeah, a lot of
man.
acting.
Like,
I just want to show my personality more. That's what it's really about.
Hey, listen, there were some scenarios in this video, man. Like, you crashed a wedding party, right? You wake up next to a gorilla. You're doing selfies with the gorilla.
Yep.
You rob a cop car. You joyride.
Yep.
You're shooting some bottles off the wall with the machine. What was it with the?
I had a shotgun. She had a pistol
in front of the police.
Yep.
Wait, how did you come up with this, man? Is this can't be a real scenario?
It's all in here.
Have you crashed many parties in your life?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've crashed tons of parties, and I've driven around in cop cars, and I've broken in people's backyards, and yeah, pretty much everything from the video, in some form or another, I've done.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, you're living the rock star life for real.
It happens.
Damn, what's the plans with Taylor Gang, man? Where we going with that?
Next year to put out an album, drop Chevy's EP, Ty's album, and Juicy's album, and also JR is putting out a mixtape. Well, we're putting out JR's mixtape in about a week and a half, and it's gonna be real exciting.
It's been another big one. Myself, SK Vibemaker for Rinse TV with Wiz Khalifa. Thank you very much for coming through,
Thanks
man.
for having me, man. I appreciate it, man. Rinse TV. Make sure you guys check out the album Black Hollywood, and I'll see you on tour.
So would you take me home? Yeah.